Hey friends, happy Tuesday. So I wanted to hop on YouTube today and share with you some new goodies that are actually available starting today. So we actually have, I think there's over 20 new products that are in the online store today, as of today, March 5th. And I'm going to just show you the two sweet collections. I will say all of this stuff is while supplies last, and there's actually some stuff on low inventory. I think it's all coming back as of right now, but any of it can be kind of sold out at any point. So if there's anything that I show you or that you see in the store, which I'll link in the description below, or in my email as well if you get my email, then you'll want to grab it sooner rather than later because it could sell out at any moment. I will also say that if you want to join my email list, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to join my email list, that's always a good thing. I'm going to share a project today as well with the other collection. I'm going to show you this one first, and I'm going to show you the second one, and then we're going to create a card. But I will always share my Thursday Throwdown cards with you on Tuesday in my email. So I do a Thursday Throwdown on my Facebook page every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then I share that PDF tutorial with you on Tuesday in my email, and then today I'm actually sharing the tutorial for the card I'm going to do in this video as well. So you're getting two emails or two PDF tutorials this week, but typically you get one every week for Thursday Throwdown. All right, so let's show you what's the new product. So this is called the Simply Zinnia Suite, and it's got a beautiful stamp set, which is great for coloring, or you could do just tone on tone. You could do like a black and white kind of thing. Love the sentiments, very pretty. It's a cling set, stamp set. And then we've got the coordinating dies, which I love because there's some bonuses too. So you got the bonus stem, the leaves, the flowers here. And when I say bonus, it just means it doesn't necessarily coordinate with something here, but it's going to work with the paper and the stamp set. So then we've got the pieces here that will actually cut out the stamped images, which is always good. So that's the bundle. Then also part of this collection is the Zinnia 3D embossing folder. You can see that here. Very, very pretty. Kind of adds all you need to the card without having to do anything else. There are these really fun shiny sequins. Unfortunately, these are actually out of stock at the moment. They should come back. I think it was the week of April 29th that they're expecting those to come back. So you won't be able to order the whole bundle because these are missing, but you can order all the individual pieces other than these adhesives. But these are really fun. Adhesive sequins, rather. Those are really fun. So when they come back in stock, something to really look for. The paper is fun. It's bright. It's bold. Very springy, which we could all use, right? I don't know about you guys where you are, but here on Cape Cod in Massachusetts, it's rainy and dreary this week, so these fun patterns and bright, bold colors is just what we need. Look how fun these are. So super, super fun paper. Great for cutting yourself, for die cutting, for using as backgrounds, all the things. I will show you. I did make a mystery card project with my team, inspired by Rhonda Wade, actually. And this was the original, and then we made this one. It's a little pocket card, so you could stick a little package of zinnias in there. And then you have a really cute little gift for coworkers to, welcome spring, for friends, for neighbors, whatever you wanted to do that for. For Easter would be cute little place setting for Easter. So really, really fun collection of product there. All right, so now I'm going to show you the other collection. So there's two new sweet collections as part of the online exclusives. The second one is the Latte Love collection. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. And this also has some really fun paper. You can see I've already been playing with this one too. But I'm not even a coffee drinker. I like chai tea, and I like hot chocolate. But I feel like this could be appropriate for both. And just because I don't drink coffee doesn't mean everybody else in the world does or doesn't. So just super fun patterns with this one. And I love that the dies that go with this kind of coordinate with a lot of the paper. So here's the stamp set. I'll pull that up so you can see it without the glare in a second. Super cute. I love the sentiments. I love all the little details. So like these here will fit inside the cup, so you can stamp them right inside. This one here fits inside here. Then you've got like the rings and the little splatters, which would be great for backgrounds. You get the little beans. So lots and lots of fun ways to play with this one. And I love the hello there, let's catch up, because you could totally send that to a friend and be like, let's go grab some coffee, or you know, send a little gift card with one of these, with the coffee card. So that would be really cute. And then the dies also have some bonuses, like the French press that you can build, the little coffee teacups, carafe, all the fun things. So, and again, it cuts out some of the elements from the stamp sets as well, the stamp set as well. And then there's some really fun burlap polka dot ribbon, which we'll use a little bit of. And then I love the embellishments. So look at, they've got kind of like a swirl on them too. So we'll use those too. All right, so let's go ahead and make a little project together. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this one for you. So I'm gonna leave it as a little surprise. Let's go ahead and stamp together, or at least I'm gonna stamp. You can watch, or if you have the stuff, go ahead and stamp with me, or you can use this layout, of course, to stamp something using the product you have. So I'm starting with a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece of basic white, thick basic white cardstock. And then I have a piece of Lost Lagoon cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4. And I cut a piece of the pattern paper here, which is 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach that down. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and take some Stampin' Seal Plus. I prefer the Stampin' Seal Plus over the regular Stampin' Seal. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that down to my Lost Lagoon cardstock. And I cut it so that there's like a 1/4 inch border around it. And this is actually just going to get attached right to the base of the card. Okay. Like that. All right, and then I have a little piece of basic white cardstock. This one measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/2, and I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm just gonna cut a banner, like a wide banner, I guess, wide banner. I don't know how to say that, but it's not deep. It's kind of wide instead. I'm not going super high up with it, if that makes sense. There we go. So I cut that. Okay, and then I'm actually going to take a little piece of this burlap ribbon. Actually, I'm going to take 2 pieces because I'm going to cut a little piece here. Whoops, I just cut my finger. And then I'm going to take another piece and cut that right about there. And I'm just going to use a stapler to staple that on at the top here. Okay, what did I do with my stapler? Here it is. So I'm going to just attach that down, okay? And then I'm going to use some linen thread or the baker's twine, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to wrap this around twice. I'm going to use this to kind of cover the staple, but I'm also going to use something else to cover the staple too, and you'll see that in a second. So I'm going to just cut that. And we're going to tie that in a bow. So I typically will tie a knot first, just to keep it secure, and then I'll tie the bow. I'm going to tie the bow in a second though. Let's wait 1 minute. Okay, I'm going to first use some I'm going to do some stamping, and we're going to use that. So I have a piece of Pool Party cardstock, which actually isn't in the paper, like it's not one of the colors associated with it, but I think it coordinates well. So I'm taking the Pool Party cardstock and Lost Lagoon ink, and I'm just stamping that little spoon on there so that we can use that. And then we'll use these handy dandy little dies so that we can cut that out. I thought I already did that, but I don't see the die cut one, so I'll have to do that again. So let's just go ahead and grab the dies, and I'm going to take my little Stampin' Mini and we'll die cut that out. My Stampin' Cut and Emboss. So I'm just taking the little mini and we'll put our base plate, our cutting mat, then our paper, then our die with the raised edges towards the paper. I had to put my glasses on because I can't see now. And then we get that lined up. You can use a little piece of washi tape to hold that in place to make sure it doesn't move. I'm gonna fly by the seat of my pants here. I'm just gonna stick this on top, get it resting down on that. Whoops, I did just move it. There we go. Hold that in place and get that into the machine. Once the metal part's under this base piece, it's usually good to stay put. All right, and then I'm gonna have my cute little spoon, right? All right, so now I'm just gonna get this out of the way so that I can finish off this card. I'm gonna put my little spoon back so we don't lose it. You wanna see the cool tool my stepdaughter got me, in case you're like me and tend to fly things around. So this is actually, I forget what they call them. It's for like mechanics. It's just a magnetic sheet. And I lay it out in front of my die cutting machine because you can actually throw, like, see, these actually want to suction to it, but you can throw these little like pieces and they stay put. So like if I was in my frenzy and I'm just kind of throwing my dies around, I can throw that down on that mat and then it's gonna stay put. Like even my scissors stay put, see? And then I don't lose any of those little bitty dies and I can put them away once I'm done with my chaotic stamping, because I don't know about you, but I'm a chaotic stamper. All right, so I'm gonna actually grab one of these mini glue dots from one of the paper pumpkin kits. I'm gonna stick it on the back of this spoon, kind of at the top here, well, maybe a little bit further down, like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna peel off the backing and I'm gonna stick this kind of under where that bow is gonna go, like that. You could put another one down here too if you wanted to. I'm also then going to take this and tie this in a knot, or in a bow rather. Okay. And we'll floof it so it looks pretty. Okay, you can use glue dots if you need to have it sit straight, but this one's actually behaving nicely, so I'm just gonna trim this down like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna pop this onto my card with some dimensionals. So I'm just gonna grab these. That just gives a little bit of depth and dimension. One in the middle so we don't have sagging. Nobody likes sagging. All right, and then I'm gonna pull this off and we're gonna attach it to the card kind of right at the top here with the top of the pattern paper. And I put it off to the side a little bit too. All right, so now I used those dies to cut these cute little mugs right out of the paper, which I love. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attach a couple of these onto, I kind of want them to be facing the right direction. So I think I'm going to do that and then we'll pop up one. So I'm going to do flat for these. So let's just go ahead and add a little bit of our Stampin' Seal. And I went over the edge, so I'm just going to fold that over. We'll do that. And then we'll add this one flat as well. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this one. So we'll just add some dimensionals. And we'll pop that up. That looks good, like that. Okay, and then we need a sentiment. So I'm going to take the, I have a 1/4 inch here, piece of basic white cardstock. I'm going to use Early Espresso ink, which is one of the inks in the paper, and I'm using the Thanks So Much from the stamp set. I'm going to pull this towards me, so if you can't see it, I apologize. I just need to be able to see if I'm straight, since it's such a thin little piece. Challenging myself. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to put this away so I don't have any accidents. And then I'm just going to trim this on an angle like that. Okay. And then we're also going to pop this up. I will use some of these edges. The edging here works really great for that. So I'm going to just cut those. And we'll use those little pieces. You could also use mini dimensionals if you have the mini dimensionals. Those work great too. I'm just using what I got here. Okay, and then I'm going to pop that up. Whoops, not upside down. I'm going to pop that kind of over here. Like that. Okay. And then, last but not least, is to add some bling, which again, I'm going to use these cute little adhesive backed swirl dots, they're called, which is part of the collection. And I'll use my take your pick tool, and I'm going to go ahead and just add, come on, a couple of these here, and maybe there, kind of tucked under a little, and then, come on, whoops, no, it's stuck to my finger, there we go, and I'm going to put, whoops, that's not where I wanted you to go, put you over here, like that. Okay, now you could add a little bit of Winko Stella as well if you wanted, maybe to the spoon here, add a little bit of glitz, and maybe to these coffee images. So fun. And there you have it. There is our finished card. And of course, if we really want to finish it off, we can take the envelope, right? And we'll add, oh, no, that's not what I did. Why did I have this out? Oh, you know what? I think this was the other option. It's not quite big enough, but you could, if you had a piece of the paper that was big enough, you could actually add that in here. Or we could actually add like a layer in here if you wanted to, and then layer another piece of white. Or you could cut a strip and put that down at the bottom and stamp your sentiment too. But I'm going to leave mine, since it's a white card base, I'm going to leave that blank. So I'm just going to leave the inside blank as well, because it's just a thank you. But there's actually some really fun sentiments to put inside. This one's on me, you're the best part of my day. And then of course the one that I showed you before, the hello there. Let's catch up. I just love this collection so much. I love the colors. It's not your traditional like coffee collection, I don't think. So I think it's really bright, not even bright, but subtle and pretty and classy, but still coffee vibes. So I think it's really going to be fun and a little bit more modern. So there you have it. There's our 2 new collections. And as I said, there's over 20 new products in the online exclusive, so be sure to check that out. There's some really fun sentiment stamp sets, there's some new bundles, there's some new, I'm trying to think what else, there's some new embellishments, all sorts of good stuff. So be sure to check that out, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and don't forget to join that email list if you want to get the PDF tutorials that I submit only to my, or send out only to my email subscribers each week. So I would love to have you on that list as well. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.